So I'm not going to say one way or the other. I just threw the would you rather out there. Let's keep it going. Caleb Williams, would you rather? Let's throw this in here. Bears best outcome here. Caleb Williams, 4,000 yards, 400 rushing yards, 30 touchdown season, breaks both the Bears records. Or, for the sake of the team, and for the sake of the chat, for all of you who want this guy to be done. DeAndre Swift has a 1,500-yard from scrimmage season.
Caleb.
And 8 touchdowns.
Ain't close. Caleb.
No.
Caleb.
Nope.
Hey, listen.
Nope.
DeAndre Swift kick
Nope.
rocks. Any running back kick rocks at this
Nope.
point. No.
Nope.
Caleb. I want that 4,000 yards. I want them 30 TDs.
Mr. Media, what's going on with it?
Nope. If you remember, Pat just came out with a comparison just last week about a potential season where you go, I think, 13-4, or you win 14 games, something like that.
14-3.
Which is the identical to what Philadelphia did, right? You had Jalen Hurts throw for under 3,000 yards, but you had Saquon Barkley go for almost the record. If you're telling me that you have a versatile offense and a dynamic offense where you can rely on your running back one in DeAndre Swift to the tune of over 1,500 scrimmage yards, I think that sets you up better for a playoff success and a run to the championship than Caleb just being the guy.
PK, what you got?
I disagree with that, mainly because everyone expects the Bears not to produce that. You got to understand, you just mentioned that Caleb Williams breaks 2 records. One, we've never had
4,000-yard pass with 30 touchdown season. 4,000 yards don't mean
average. It don't mean anything.
It don't mean
it's
anything.
average.
That's what I'm saying.
30 touchdown season is good.
30 touchdown season is good, which means, again, I'm looking at
you already had 20+ last year.
What did Ben Johnson also say? This is a quarterback-driven league.
Sure.
Everything is predicated off your quarterback. That means my second-year quarterback broke every franchise record related to, or the most important ones related to his position. Guess what? I now have 3 extra years to actually hone in on him, developing that skill set so I could get him to a Super Bowl and actually win before I have to pay him $250 million plus. No, his development. Right, he might be 300.
That's half a bill right there.
He might be
half a bill's coming.
Hey, listen, half a bill's coming. Guess what? That's gonna be the highest Chicago Bear contract ever.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this. Listen.
You cooking.
All I'm saying is this. His development for the future of the franchise is more important than him having 15.
Let me just rebuttal that real quick. Would you rather have a team that only relies on a quarterback being great, or having the running game and the passing game be so versatile that the defense doesn't know what's going to hit them?
Now, this is a this or that, not a this and that.
Well,
he never said that he didn't have a good season. He just said he had 1,500 yards.
Right.
He can have 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns.
You're absolutely right.
He can have
That's what I'm
1,000 yards.
saying. That's my point.
You make a JC point.
That's my point.
It's not so much it's all about developing your quarterback and actually moving the franchise in a direction.
Do you not develop a quarterback by also developing the running game?
No.
I'm waiting.
You don't? It doesn't go hand in hand.
Do it the right way.
I'm waiting to get in there.
All right, okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm done. And for what I've seen him do with Jared Goff and things of that nature, that team started to cook when Jared Goff started to cook more, and then everything else developed.
Jared Goff started to cook when the run game started to cook. Drew Better, what you got?
I'm actually closer to the meaty side of the argument because if I look at the last few Super Bowl winners, they had around 3,800, 3,900 yards, less than 30 touchdowns. They had good running games. There was closer to the 1,500-yard mark, and I think that would be more indicative of a balanced offense and going further in the playoffs towards the Super Bowl, if not a Super Bowl win. So I'm going to take DeAndre Swift balling out.
Super Producer, what you on?
In the words of my man Ace Boogie, man.
Oh boy.
Everybody eats, son.
I like that. Boss.
If Caleb is throwing for 4,000 yards with 30 touchdowns, we have DJ Moore, Rome, we got DeAndre, Colston Loveland, we got freaking Cole Kmet.
And you got Burden.
Who's our
Luther? You got Luther Burden.
You got Luther. You got Luther.
You didn't even say Colston Loveland.
I did say Colston Loveland.
Did you? I bet. I didn't listen.
I said both tight ends.
He forgot
Let him
Luther.
say amen.
He forgot Luther. Big
Luther. We got Luther. We got skinny Luther.
Not Luther. Luther.
We got skinny Luther with the curl ain't quite
Skinny
right.
Luther, or Big Luther.
So, no, if Caleb is throwing for 4,000 yards in a balanced offense, everybody gets to eat. So 30 touchdowns to me is getting spread across the board. It's more about, look, if something happens even to say, let's just say DJ Moore's doing great and he's down. Does Rome become that guy? And then you still got Luther. You still got, was it Zacchaeus?
Olamide
Zacchaeus.
We got
Duvernay.
We got Manungai. We got Manungai. We don't know.
I mean, you a Manungai?
I'm a big Manungai.
We don't know if
Big
he's part of
Manungai.
that rotation of scrimmage yards and all those type of things. So no, we need Caleb. If Caleb is the focal point of that, he get the ball out, 8 extra plays. Him throwing 4,000 yards means that a lot of guys are being able to get the ball. So I'm going for Caleb. Everybody eats.
I'll say this: Caleb makes you feel good. DeAndre Swift helps you win. You don't win without a run game.
He can still help you.
You don't win without a run game.
No.
But what does that mean?
You don't win without.
Okay, question
you
for
don't
you.
win without dominating, running
No.
the football in some way. And I think that DeAndre Swift. That's why I said 1,500 yards from scrimmage. If you're doing that, you're getting involved in the pass game. You're getting involved in the run game. You're doing so much that you're keeping defenses on their back foot.
Plus, you're forgetting the.
This doesn't mean that you
watched-
can't run the ball.
You're forgetting the most important thing too.
I didn't say
mean you're
you-
not
This
running the
doesn't.
ball.
I didn't
Caleb
say
getting
you're not running the
4,000.
ball.
My thing is,
y'all forgetting the most important thing. With Swift doing that, you are saving your defense.
Yeah.
They are full of energy, which means they running after the quarterback, they making tackles, they're staying fresh. Defense wins championships. If you keep your defense off the field for majority of the game, which a Swift having that much all-purpose yardage, that leads your team to be fresher towards the end of the year.
Last year, who led the league in yards and touchdowns?
was it Saquon?
Was it Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
You said what? Oh, you
Joe
talking
Burrow
about
had
passing?
4,900 yards. What do you have touchdown-wise? 43?
He was up there.
43?
Yeah, but they had no
44?
running game. Wasn't the boy hurt?
Yeah, they had
Didn't he
they had,
didn't no boy get hurt?
They had a
Mixon?
solid
They had
running
running
game. No,
game.
Mixon wasn't on the team. Mixon was on Houston.
Hubbard.
They
They had
had
Hubbard.
they had a
They
solid
had
run
Hubbard.
game.
Trevor Hubbard's on Carolina.
That's on
No, they
Carolina.
got different Hubbard, didn't?
No,
That's a Hubbard. It's-
Hubbard is on Carolina.
I thought
It's like a Hubbard. It's a something. What's the name of the guy?
no. The point is that you trying to
They had
compare a
running
team
game.
with no line.
They had a running game too.
My thing.
Well, no. What I'm
I-
comparing is somebody that put up ridiculous yards, somebody that put up ridiculous touchdowns, versus somebody Giovanni Bernard. That's who we was tweaking.
I knew it was a
Yeah.
Bernard,
Nice
right.
season. Giovanni Bernard. You're trying to put up somebody who had ridiculous yards, ridiculous touchdowns, dominated, versus somebody who I think helps the team be better. And y'all know, I don't want to pay this man.
No.
But if DeAndre Swift is balling out, that means that Caleb Williams is dominating the art of deception.
Yep.
That means the play action is working. That means that Caleb probably has easier passes. And I think that there's a more of a success team-wise if I'm worried about DeAndre Swift being a great running back than there is if I'm worried about Caleb breaking 4,000 yards, because 4,000 yards is what? 253 a game?
Yeah, I think you're overvaluing the 4,000 yards.
I think
though.
here's the thing. I agree with what Joel is saying, because one, if you look at the last 5 to 6 Super Bowl winners, only one of them has won a Super Bowl under 4,000 yards, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Because of the imbalance
Because of the team
running
and how
game.
Well,
they
yeah,
did
but 4,000 yards is not. My point is 4,000 yards don't impress.
Think of it's how your team is built. If you really look at how our team is built and how they're kind of catering things to our quarterback, it's built more like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You
in
got
2021.
five weapons.
Like honestly, 2021. Tom
Yeah, you
Brady
got
breaks
Mike
5,000
Evans,
yards.
Bobo. You got to run it. Fournette.
Yeah.
You got Gronk.
Fournette does
and
like
you got
900 yards that season.
And
or
AB.
whatever.
You got like five weapons on
You
there.
go Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford goes for 4,800 yards that season. Plus he has Puka Nacua there and Kylan.
See this man
Puka wasn't there.
This man
Puka
over
wasn't
there
there.
cooking over
Puka
here.
wasn't
Man.
But it's like, but you go the other ones is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes all those seasons he was over 4,000 yards and they had a decent run game. So it's like honestly, you're the last 5 to 6 cater more towards, hey, Mike, quarterback driven team that I've schemed everything for. And high-powered offense from that aspect is more important than just solely having a solid run game.
Yeah, I look at Caleb as the engine that gets everybody fed. He have too many weapons. So who says that DeAndre doesn't get those yards? Because you said scrimmage. You didn't necessarily say rush yards. It was scrimmage yards, right?
It's just scrimmage yards.
So that means receiving yards in the backfield.
It's both.
Plus, I don't know if DeAndre is really that guy that's going to be that true workhorse. I think we're doing a running back by committee situation.
We trashed DeAndre. He had 900 yards last season.
That's what I'm saying. But all of a sudden, you go from whether Eric Bieniemy comes in and coaches the life out of these guys. But I think there's a running back by committee situation brewing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's so dominant about DeAndre Swift. It's better for us to have, like it's one thing. Like Saquon's a special player. Like Christian McCaffrey's a special player, workhorse back. I don't see DeAndre Swift as that workhorse back that's going to sit there and just run like that.
He's not.
So I think it's a committee situation. It would be nice if he turns into one of those ultra back guys like that, but I don't see that.
Well, if he putting up 1,500 yards from scrimmage, he's an ultra back.
That's what I'm saying. He's all of a sudden he's this.
He's Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's the case.
But the crazy thing is that's not far
this or that. That's
right. So I said Caleb is the engine that can.
Marshall Faulk did lead them to a championship.
Marshall Faulk was a problem.
So
Marshall Faulk was also the last running back that actually had an impact in the Super Bowl based on the season he had. Let's keep.